Hey guys, welcome to my channel. On today's episode of Juiciness, I'm going to give you 9 biggest turn-offs for guys that you should at least avoid at all costs. Now, contrary to popular belief, guys get turned off just like girls can. Of course, I know, the rumor is that they want sex more than women, which is of course a lie. Women want sex. But let me just be frank when I say that. Certain things can drive down a man's desire for sex enough to make him want to drink a beer and watch the game instead of heading to the bedroom with you. So if you want to keep his sex drive up there and make him super ready to go at any time, then you better stop doing this 9 things that are potentially big turn-offs for guys. Number 1, nagging. Lord, women nag a lot, and I get it. But we need to find a way to hold our tongues for a second, because one of the biggest turn-offs for guys is nagging. All women do it, as do all men too. But then again, only a few of us can realize the impact that our nagging can really have on our relationships. So yes, he may go ahead and do the dishes because he's heard about it for the past 3 days, but chances are that it's going to work against you if you want him hitting the pum pum later on. Cause listen, no matter how much bombshell, drop dead gorgeous looking you are, nagging a man makes you look like a gremlin in water to him. And it's one of the major turn offs for guys. So instead of nagging, just be positive when you ask him to do things. You could write it down for him to see it as a reminder. But if he forgets, don't make a huge deal or a big deal out of it, ladies. Please don't. Of course, I can't deny the fact that it may be overwhelming and frustrating for you at times, but it's a great way for you to make sure you stay sexy in his eyes. Of course, this doesn't mean that you should allow him get away with murder either. Okay. Number 2, sis, drop that controlling behavior. See, I can be possessive sometimes, but when it feels like I'm trying to control his behavior, I put myself in check, because women get a bad rep for trying to change guys. It's one of the things that guys really get frustrated about though. Most men in a solid relationship deal with it because they love their women. But one of the biggest turn-offs for guys is when women try to control them, telling him what to do, what not to do, what he can do and what he cannot do. That would not only make him boil with anger, but it is a surefire way to make sure his joystick stays zipped in and flaccid for the night. So rather than displaying controlling behavior, let him know how something he does makes you feel. If maybe hanging out with a friend at work who happens to be a girl makes you super nervous, just be honest with him about it. If he tells you there is nothing to worry about, forbidding him to see her is just going to piss him off, and he will probably still do it. So controlling a man out of your insecurities can definitely cause a significant relationship problem. So you need to control your emotions first and be rational. Take a breather and just know when to talk to him about your insecurities. By the way, controlling your man in the bedroom is a different ballgame altogether. That's what you should be controlling the most. And other things you could be doing, you could be sitting them on your knees, praying to God to take control over your man. Number 3, it turns off men when you smother them. For the same reason the guys don't like being controlled, they can't stand being smothered either. Okay? So it's one of the most annoying major turn-offs for men. No matter how much a man loves a woman or digs their randy rendezvous, he still needs his guy time. Alright? He still needs his space. So constantly calling him or asking him where he is and demanding that you spend every waking second together will definitely just make him run for the hills. So ladies, you need to learn to let your man be free. Don't be afraid to give him space. He needs it. If he wants to spend the evening chilling with the boys, it doesn't mean that he's suddenly not into you anymore or he's about to cheat. He needs time and space to be the person he was before he met you, because that person didn't just suddenly disappear when you walked into his world or into his room. Use his guy time to get in some of your girl time. Go shopping with your friends. or treat yourself to a pedicure. Let him come around when he's ready, and you could bet that he will be clamoring for more opportunities to be with you, to spend more quality time with you in the bedroom or anywhere else. Give your man space. Don't smother him with love. Let the poor man breathe. Okay? Number 4, it's a huge turn off when women withhold sex as punishment. I know it may seem like a good idea to eliminate any and all bedroom activities when your guy does something pretty much upsetting until he comes correct with you or until he corrects his behavior. But then what this does is that it sets up sex as a treat that you give to him instead of something you both share together. And this has huge potential to do lasting damage to your relationship. And it is one of the biggest turn-offs for guys. Guys have a bad reputation for not wanting to talk about their feelings. When he doesn't talk about his feeling with regards to you withholding sex, it's a big problem. It's going to be a big problem. And if you're dealing with a man who is so childish, he's definitely going to go out there and have what you're not giving to him. And that's the end of it. You're going to lose him. Stop weaponizing sex. Stop it. But if he has done something to upset you, he would much rather that you be honest with him than shut him down sexually. Never use sex as a tool to get what you want in a relationship. It's liable to put him off sex with you. And it's a major turn off for guys. Plus, guys like sex. So if you're not giving it to him, chances are that he will find someone else who will. So never deprive your man his right to sex. I'm talking about the married ones, okay? I'm talking about the married ones. Quarrel all you want, but if he wants to have sex, allow him. And I am sure that he will not jump on you like that without first talking about your issues. So if he wants to talk about it, then give him a listening ear. And don't be so hard-hearted not to listen to him or not to want to meet him in the middle so that he doesn't get in between your legs. You should be happy that he still has a heart on for you, even in the midst of your misunderstandings or in the midst of your fights. Well, it all depends on who was wrong. Okay? Number 5, it's a turn off for men when you bring excessive negativity to the relationship. Guys understand that, shit happens and sometimes it sucks. He probably is not going to mind when you legitimately have an issue that you're upset about or you're angry about. He probably would feel the same way in your shoes. But girls who are constantly negative about things, the majority of things in their relationship or things that are going wrong in their lives, it can be a major turnoff for men. Talking about how awful things are all the time is just going to serve to bring him down. And guys who are down and bumped out around you are less likely to want to have sex with you. So if you have to have a sad conversation, you have a girlfriend for that. Meet them up for brunch or something and spew all of your sadness to them. Okay? Number 6, stress at work. Stress at work. The biggest turn-offs for men don't just amount to things that are in your control. There are lots of issues that guys deal with by themselves that can have impact on your sex drive. So if your man is experiencing lots of stress at work, he may not want to have sex as often as he usually does. And this is one of those normal things that turn off guys. And you shouldn't take it personally. So why do you think that talking through it can help, or maybe offering advice could help solve the situation that he's currently going through at work might work? It might actually backfire. It might work against you and end up turning him off. The great way for him to blow off steam from stressful job is to have some good old-fashioned guy time. Send him out to play with the boys, or you could just leave him time to himself. You go out with your girlfriends and let him have a night alone to play video games or watch back-to-back episodes of his favorite show on Netflix. He will be better able to cope with things at work that he cannot change. And you may actually notice that his sex drive just kicks back into gear as a result of that. Number 7, let's talk about low testosterone. Now, testosterone is the fuel for a man's sex drive, and it's basically the chemical in his body that makes him a man. So low testosterone is one of the things that turn guys off and can make him feel tired and out of sort, in addition to not wanting to have sex. So if your man exhibits symptoms of low testosterone, you could ask if he's willing to get it checked out by a doctor. There are testosterone supplements that could help him bring back his levels up, all right, back to normal. Just make sure not to imply that there is anything wrong with him when discussing about going to the doctor. It's easy for men to get offended if they think that their girl is suggesting something is wrong with their manhood. Because look, low testosterone affects millions of men out there, and the treatment is as simple as taking a supplement each day along with maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And number 8, it's a turn off for men when you put him under pressure. Look, being a man already comes with so much pressure. Now, I'm not saying women don't come with pressure, but if a guy is getting a lot of outside pressure from others in regards to his life, sex life, it can easily cause a decrease in his desire to actually get down and dirty with you. And pressure from others can be one of the most problematic things that turn off guys, because it can be difficult for you to control what others say or think. And the perfect example of this is maybe his parents or yours. You're pressuring him for some life-changing events to happen, like marriage or pregnancy. When he starts feeling like everyone is watching and waiting for him to make life-changing situations or life-changing decisions, his sex drive would automatically go down. Okay, because of the high expectations. So you try your best to avoid pressuring him yourself and let him know that you don't care much about what others expect. And a great way to do this is to show him that you're more interested in just enjoying time with him than having some sort of end goals to your relationship. Trust me, chances are that he will follow your lead. But with that being said, you shouldn't just be a doormat doing everything that your man wants. All I'm saying is try to find the middle ground. Number 9, trying to use his insecurity as a weapon against him during a fight is a huge turnoff. Never do that, ladies. If a guy feels insecure about his sex life or his sex, he's much less likely to take the initiative to have it. He may feel he's too small or like he won't be able to please you. And he may have other insecurities such as body issues or concerns about his sexual experiences. So if you think that your man might be turned off as a result of his own insecurities, you can help him by, bolstering his ego. Let him know how sexy you think he is, or how awesome the sex is when you do have it. And make an effort to be genuine and don't just go over top with it. Be patient with him as well. It may take him some time to fully come around and accept that you think he's awesome. In any ways, just make him feel awesome, all right? Just boost his self-esteem, basically. And while it may seem that, guys are horny all the time and they have few conditions when it comes to sex, the truth is that there are things that turn off guys in very similar way to girls. So if your man seems to want to have sex with you less than he normally does, you need to just go through all of this 9 biggest turn offs for guys and figure out if any of them describes definitely what's going on in your relationship. Then do your best to take the initiative to handle whatever issues may be causing his decrease in libido, so that you can once again enjoy, a banging sex life with your man. Okay. All right then. Thank you so much for watching. Don't you forget to hit the notification bell if you're not if you've not hit it before. And don't you forget to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed on or to my channel. Until I come your way, to have a swell time, you know that I love you.